Alrighty guys, what's going on? Welcome back to a brand new Versus video. And today we're going to be taking a look at Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity for Nintendo Switch. So yeah, this game, I don't remember exactly when it got revealed. I think it just got shadow dropped on Twitter one day. But it looks pretty cool. It's a Dynasty Warriors game mixed over with or crossed over with Hyrule Warriors, or well, the Hyrule Warriors franchise and Breath of the Wild more specifically. So if you don't know what this game is, it's basically the Great War that happened 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild. And I actually really like that they did it this way with the Dynasty Warriors game because I don't really think that fighting off a ton of enemies like you would in a Great War would have fit the combat and stuff that Breath of the Wild has going now. So I'm glad that they teamed up with the I think it's Koimi Tecmo, something like that, to make Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So yeah, let's get into it. So it's available on November 20th of 2020. There's a demo that you can play all of, I believe, the first chapter. I played a little bit of it and I had a lot of fun with it. Um, this will actually be my first Dynasty Warriors type game. I've never played any of them. Um, Not even the Hyrule Warriors on Wii U or 3DS or the definitive edition on Switch. I didn't play it. I really wanted to, but I just didn't want to fork over $60 for it. But this I will gladly fork over $60 for. Um, yeah, I was gonna get the Persona one, Persona 5 Strikers, I think, but it was never released in America. I have the demo for that too, but honestly, this one excites me more. So yeah, so we got some screenshots down here of the game. It looks fairly good. I like this screenshot a lot. With like all the Guardians and Link and whatnot. It looks pretty cool. You got Zelda and I forget her name. Zora maybe. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've played Breath of the Wild. Um, there's Link and Rivali. This is what I was talking about earlier with the hordes of enemies that you have to fight during this Great War. I don't think it would have matched Breath of the Wild's gameplay style as well as it does with the Dynasty Warriors types combat and whatnot. So I'm glad that they chose this route and actually yeah, that was actually something that I was like really excited to see. Zelda, in the demo you can play as Impa, Zelda, and Link. And honestly, Zelda is actually really fun to play as. She uses the Sheikah Slate more than like that's her primary weapon. Because like in this game, in the Breath of the Wild universe, I should say, she's more of a researcher than she is a fighter. So that's also why she wasn't the Breath of the Wild version in Smash Bros. But yeah, so she fights with the Sheikah Slate and she uses all the runes and whatnot, and it's actually really fun to see all the different combos and whatnot. So I actually really like Zelda. I actually really enjoyed all three characters. Impa was a little weird, but I still enjoyed fighting as her. And then you get this shot of Hyrule Castle, and then we are done with the screenshots. So, like I said, it says see Hyrule 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild, battle hordes of enemies, and then it talks about some bonus purchases, which we will talk about here in a minute. So, like I said, it comes out November 20th. It supports up to two players. I believe it's split screen. I don't know if it's like top bottom split screen or left right split screen. Made by Nintendo. It's actually a decently sized file, but it's honestly not that bad. Like I compare it to the Mario 3D All Stars, which I mean they're smaller games, but they're only like 4 gigabytes. But 10.7 is not that bad, especially if you have an SD card. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about physical first, and then we'll come back to this digital version pre-order bonus. So first up, we have the standard physical edition. Now, there's only three main editions, or three types of this game, three versions of this game that I'm going to be going over because there's only really three that have the most significant value for you guys. So yeah, we're just gonna be going over three. I'm sure there's more and whatnot, but I feel like with my Pigman video where I talked about some of the ones from other countries, like it just felt like nobody really cared about those. So we're just gonna stick to the main three that I think you guys are gonna want to get. So Hyrule Warriors. This is the standard edition here on Amazon. Um, just the basic box art and whatnot. 59.88. Just it's just your standard standard Breath of the Wild, or sorry, standard Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. And yeah, so there you go, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Next up, we have the treasure box version on Play Asia, and this one's probably for the more hardcore collectors. If you guys really want to know, it's the Japanese version, but it does work in English if you guys are looking to buy this one. I don't think you can actually get it as of right now. I don't know. I've never bought anything off PlayAsia, so yeah, it says limited availability, but there's always a chance it could come back. So we're going to talk about it anyway. Um, so here we have the game itself with the Japanese box art. I think that's yeah. The KT is the Koei Tecmo I was talking about earlier. You have the game. I believe this is I think I think it says that it's a acrylic plate. Yeah, that's what I couldn't think of the word. So you get an acrylic plate, which is a little cool. I don't really know what you would necessarily do with it. It looks like based off of the stands back here that you just kind of hang it up. Which I mean, that's what you do with acrylic plates. But uh, um, it's cool, but not necessarily something I would necessarily spend a whole lot of extra money for. You get this kind of glider blanket thing. I don't know how big it is, but it looks decently sized. But it's also shaped really weird, so I don't really know how how well that'll actually turn out if you end up trying to use this as a blanket. But yeah. So again, not necessarily something I would necessarily go out and spend the extra money for, but it's still cool nonetheless. And then here we have the baby guardian. I don't know the actual name of this character. I'm just gonna be like the Mandalorian, call it baby guardian, like people call it Baby Yoda. But yeah, so you got the baby guardian, and it's just a little keychain thing, and yeah, so that's it for the treasure box edition. I think is what they call this one. Yeah, the Age of Calamity treasure box limited edition. So like I said, it was only available for a limited time, but there's always a chance it could come back if you guys are interested in this one. Um, yeah, so you will have to import it, but honestly, I think PlayAsia does free shipping if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but yeah. So far we have the standard edition and then the treasure box edition, and then there's only one more physical edition that is worth talking about in my condition, and that is over actually at GameStop. And basically, you just get the pre-order bonus of the well, they call it Mystery Guardian. So I guess this is the Mystery Guardian character. So you just get the Mystery Guardian keychain, this is actually more of a keychain than this version, which is it looks like it's just kind of got like a little wire at the top. It looks like it's almost like a Christmas ornament type thing, which I don't think it is. But ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to blow it up like that. But yeah, so uh, I think that this one is definitely better than this one, if you're asking me. So honestly, yeah, the GameStop's kind of the way to go with this one if you wanted something to get with your pre-order bonus, or if you wanted to get a pre-order bonus. I believe that this is still in stock. Let's see here. If we click new, yeah, it's still available. Oops, did not mean to power up Pro. But yeah, so I believe that this is still available if you wanted to get this. So the game comes out in a little bit under 2 weeks, I think, from the time of this recording. Comes out the 20th, so maybe a little over 2 weeks. I'm not entirely sure. I honestly don't know what day it is, but yeah. So those are the three physical editions that are worth talking about, in my opinion, for Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity. And then if we come back over to the Nintendo website, we can see that for the digital version, there is a pre-order bonus, and it is the lucky ladle, as you can see here. And the description says one of the weapons Link can use in the game. You can equip this for battle, paired with the pot lid, or you can use it to fuse with other weapons for stat boosts. So it's basically like you just start out with a secondary weapon than the normal sword, which from the demo, it seems pretty easy to get a couple of weapons off the bat. I got, I think, one or two swords, a couple of shields, or something like that. So it's not like you're never going to get any weapons in this game, and that's why they're trying to get you to pre-order it digitally. But it's nice. I don't think that this weapon will be available in game. In fact, it says down here, this item will not be available, or will not be immediately available to owners of the package version, but may be offered as a paid item at a later date. So that, to me, kind of tells me that this will just come as an update, and you'll get it for free either way, whether you get the digital version or or if you miss out on the pre-order version of the digital version, or if you get the physical version, this will just be added as an update later on. I don't think that they're going to offer this as a paid item. I think they just kind of have to state that in case they do offer it as a paid item. But to me, having just this spoon, if you pay like 99 cents for a spoon in this game, that's a little much there, Nintendo. But yeah, so honestly, I don't see them offering this as a paid item. I think this will just come as a free update. So yeah, so honestly, if I had to pick a version between digital or physical, I'm gonna pick the GameStop standard edition physically with the Guardian keychain. That is my recommendation to you guys. Again, this is just my recommendation. You guys don't have to, follow what I say or anything. But yeah, I think the keychain is actually really cool, and it looks a whole lot better than this one in the treasure box set. So yeah, that's my recommendation, is to get it physically first off. Again, I'm mostly biased towards physical because I just like the physical games. So most of the time I'm going to tell you to get physical, but there are a couple times that I will tell you to get digitally. But yeah, so I'm gonna recommend physical for this game, and the Guardian keychain here at GameStop. So that's my recommendation. And yeah, so that's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys are going to get for Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity down below, whether you're going to get it physically or digitally, or just if you're not going to get it at all, tell me why. And yeah, so that's going to do it for this video, like I said. And that being said, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Bye.